Okay, today we're talking about the speed of winter. Let's start by looking at some art. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? All the crystals, how delicate. Well, honestly, that's the inspiration for Speed of Winter. Today it's early February and I'm walking with Nimley in the forest near my house. And I'm looking at all the snow and all the ice. I'm thinking about Jack Frost. I wanted Jack Frost to be a story about grief, but also about the joy of art and redemption. If you don't know what that word means, look it up now. So, redemption for Nora and for her father comes from the learning how to find the beauty inside you, the art within you, be it music or writing or going for a walk or reading a good book. Beauty comes from all over the place. It's just with her in this story, it comes from somewhere very magical. And Azizi, Jack Frost, of course, Jack Frost can be any gender, can come from any country in the world. It's a magical job. Your imagination can take you anywhere. And I wanted Azizi to have friends, and who better friends for Azizi than Boreal and Vulcan, or Fred and Klaus. I think what perfect friends for Frost is fire and wind. What Nora has been through and her father when her mum died, of course that's a terrible thing to deal with, and it's incredibly hard on the family and can cause all kinds of stresses and pressure. Nimley's pulling me along now. Broken tree. I think Jack Frost blew too hard on that tree. And for me, the flute locked away in the glass box is Nora's dad's way of keeping the memory protected. He's almost afraid to move on, because if he moves on, he thinks he'll forget her, which of course it doesn't happen, but it's very common when you lose somebody. I've lost people who are very close to me, close friends and family, and it feels like that sometimes. You feel like you can't move on, because if you do, in some way you lose them. And I found that art and creating really helped me. So when I found my music within, it was writing stories, and that is really helped me to overcome when you lose people or when you're having a hard time in life. And that's the story, how to find beauty within you to help you cope with something. And I am planning on writing a sequel. I'd love to write a story about Fred and his apprentice, or Klaus, and also I'd love to meet Nora and Azizi again next year and see how their friendship continues. And just before we go, let's have a little more look at some frost and some snow and some ice. Can you see those crystals? Look at that. If that's not art, then I don't know what is. Beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. It's goodbye from me, and goodbye from impatient Nimley. He wants to keep walking. That's what he does when he wants to walk. And I'll talk to you next time. All right, take it easy.